Good evening, Deepali. Guys, am I audible? Please do let me know. And is my screen visible to you all? Please confirm. Okay, Deepali, just remind me after end of the session, then we'll see. Power BI report server is not opening. Share service is not available. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Guys, we'll wait another 2 minutes and we'll start. Okay, guys, very quick recap what we have seen yesterday. So probably we have seen how we can configure gateways, right? So other than gateway, what we have done yesterday, can anybody recollect other than gateways? Am I audible? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mark. So yesterday we have seen how we can configure gateways, and the key difference we got to know that how report server is different from Power BI services, right? And when we call as a on-prem server and we call them as a cloud-based databases and all, we'll get to know, we'll understood from yesterday class. So I have given one small task to do. So to just to see what is the use of having gateway in Power BI services. Okay, just give a try. Then you will get to know clearly why we configure gateways. Correct. Now today we'll see how we can integrate Power BI desktop with R and Python. Okay, these are we are not going to learn here, to be honest, and let me clarify straight away. We are not going to learn R scripting, Python scripting here. We are going to just see how we can integrate Power BI setup with R and Python. That's it. very basic level integration we are going to perform here. Again, uh, here also you need to install Python and R in your local system. Okay, yesterday what how we have done from last 2 days, we have been downloading SQL Server, Power BI, desktop, RS desktop, and we have downloaded gateways, right? In the same way here also, really to see that functionalities, you need to install those two things. Is that clear? Very simple. You don't really do anything. It's very simple. Okay, let me, if you are boring, just do let me know so that I will park this topic for a while, then I will pick it up later. Hi Raju, because in this entire week, right, we have been downloading technical stuff. We have seen lot of technical stuff we have seen in this week. What do you all say? Can we give it a try, or you want me to skip this topic? No, this is not at all theory topic. You have to download. Saurav, sure, we'll connect once again. Why you are asking me to skip? Okay, I will give you small task for you all. Okay, get ready with this. Okay, just get ready with this setup. At least we need to have the setup in tomorrow class to see how you can integrate with R. Okay, it's very simple. Now this is your Power BI desktop, right? So what you have to do, very simple way I'm explaining. Go to file. Here you see option and settings. Click on this. Click on option. You just see my screen. You will see this box called options area. You can explore in detail all these things. You can, and if you see here R scripting, you see at the end you should get this reference navigation. I already installed R in my system. So the moment when you install R in your system, it will automatically detect the home directory. In your place, if you see, you will let me cancel this again. Go to file, option and setting. Third step is options. Click on this. From this page, you see this R scripting here. Click on this. In your case, it will show nothing. Yeah. I will show you, sir. Wait. For you, I think if you're not already installed R, then you will see nothing here. Okay, if you see nothing, what you have to do, you click on this how to install R. Parallel also you can do it. Edureka guest, it will simply show others. You see here, you must have one directory. How you'll get? If you don't see anything there, that means you're not installed R properly, or you're not neither installed R in your local system. Okay. Okay. Sneha, yeah, I will tell you. Just hold on. How you can see all of you again. Go to file, option and setting. Click on this options to verify whether you have R installed or not. In the same way, to verify whether you installed Python properly or not, right? This is a verification we are doing here. So click on this R scripting. Here by default you see blank. That means you're not installed R. Okay. So once you installed R in your local machine, you will see this navigation. Nina, is it clear? No. See, one step, click file, click on option settings. Third step, click on options. Clear, Nina? Okay. No worries, no worries. Hold on. Don't click on how to install. Hold on. We'll see Python scripting also. Python scripting also same. Click on Python scripting here. If you see home directory for Python, something like this, okay, that means you install Python properly. If you don't see anything here, that means you're not yet installed Python properly, right? Okay, do it guest, but come back soon. Only 4 and come back. Then you can offer remaining things later on. Okay, now guys, if you try to install in different way, then again that's going to be a big trouble for you and me to fix the issues. Okay, I tried installing Anaconda and I installed R Studio from different way altogether, but I found very difficult to map these home directories in Power BI desktop. So at last what I did, I uninstalled everything R script and Python script from my system. Simply I followed these steps. So that's why I'm asking you to follow these steps. Click on how to install R. So once you click this how to install R, right, that will open in web page. You see here some documentation given by Microsoft, some documentation given about how you can create Power BI visuals using R, right? All documentation, you see. Now still we are here only. Here if you see here, you can download and install R for free from many location, including Revolution Open download page, CRAN repository. So just click on this CRAN. You just click on this download this one. Getting the moment when you install this, download and install it. So once you install completely R packages, right, R Studio, you will see automatically this this area, this directly automatically configured by default. It will pick home directory automatically. You don't really need to specify anything. Getting, make sure to download or install your R in C drive only, because that is a by default settings. So it will pick from C drive. Is it clear? Probably you can install R Studio also. R Studio also needed. Is it clear so far? Is it clear? Yes, no? Sorry, if you don't see this directory, then you just restart system. Otherwise, most of the time it will be seen automatically, not required to restart your system. 99% it will automatically fetch the home directory. This is done. So in the same way, Python scripting also in the same way. Click on how to install Python. Go here. There is nothing much to in terms of configuring R script and Python script in term to our Power BI desktop. You see here some notes documentation given by Microsoft regarding your Python scripting. So here also what you have to do, probably you can install where it is. Ah, here you see, you have to just follow these steps, or you can download Anaconda also. You that's sufficient. Click on this Windows. By default, you will see this all things in your machine. Okay. Get ready with this setup. If we do in our class again, it will take lot of time to fix the issues. So this is a, let's consider this as a homework for you all. To have in your local system. You see, install Python. You want me to give this link? Python website. I will give this one. One good news for all is we have a class on Monday also. Okay. It's not because of we are inefficient in delivering this training. It doesn't mean that we are inefficient in delivering or learning Power BI training. That means we learned Power BI desktop in detail by taking real-time scenarios and example. Getting all of you. Edureka guest, you see, you just take this one. So make sure to attend on Monday. That will be our last class. Followed definitely in that class we'll see live project. I mean in class project. There is a one in class project, right? So you can do by your own. Probably I will help you if you're stuck or if you have any queries around the project. And probably first 1 hour I will take. I wanna show few tricks and tips because everything is not covered in our syllabus, right? In terms of Power BI desktop. So I will show you how you best you can prepare reports. And what else I wanted to show in that we missed very basic topics from modules. Okay, that will highlight, and that's it. Hi, regarding the in class project. Yes, on Monday we'll have two things. Okay, in class project we'll do on Monday. Okay, if you stuck anywhere, I will help you out. Point number two, during session, also in that session, I'm going to take you through some uh, trips, ticks, or what do you call, uh, it's not exactly a trick, few more functionality what we have in our Power BI desktop, which is not covered in our curriculum. Okay, cool. So once this is done, right, I placed two things in our LMS and our Google Drive. What I placed, you see my screen now. Data set file I placed, that is movie data, something called movie data. Probably you can see this movie data set, and another file called tip data set. These are Excel workbook. Okay, and there is another master file, masters in chart, master in Python, something like this. So very long back, I captured this information. This is for my understanding, so I will always keep things in very simple way to remember. Okay, the master in chart Python Word document is in LMS plus in our Google Drive also. You can download this, and if you see here, I highlighted few things in green color. So this is a place you can change the uh, graph. Getting, we have different types of graph charts, right? There is a one chart called swarm. There is a one chart called as a box plot. There is another graph chart violin. Here you see bar chart count. So whatever if you remember this thing where you want to really make changes, that is sufficient to make a chart using Python. Getting, and rest everything is same. You don't really need to remember these all things. Only one thing you have to remember, that is in green color. That is the difference. Okay. So here I have some other data set also, diamonds. So I don't know from where I taken this data set. So probably this data set I have taken from Kaggle. Okay, you can give a try in Kaggle. Not sure. This Titanic also, same website. You can download this from Kaggle also. Titanic. Once you have this data set in your Power BI desktop, then you can simply copy paste this visuals, this code to see visuals. This also here is also from Kaggle. You can download this. Okay, so let me just show you how you can do this. I will go with very slow pace, then you understand. Let me open this one. I made a note of these all steps, step by step. You don't really need to worry. You see, blindly I follow these steps. So you can also follow these steps. When we are using this R visuals and Python visuals, right? We have a too much limitation in our Power BI desktop, or when you publish this report into Power BI services. Sometime I made a one also. We have a data limit also. You see Power BI service limitation with Python. So if you have more than 1,50,000 rows in your data set, your Python will not support your, or Power BI will not support your Python code. This is the reference to read the book where the questions and answer. Yeah. Other than this, we have too many limitations which we already placed in our curriculum. So close this. Now, what is the first rule to visualize our data? We need to have a data, right? So get data, going to more option. So through R programming or Python, right? You can get the data also. You see here, here we have a connections, Python and R script. Both works in similar way. Both works in similar way. Go to get data, click on others. Here you see the Python script. Click this connect. We used to we see in OData feed, right? SQL Server and all. So in the same way, you have to click on Python script. Click on connect. Okay, why do we need to have a R visual and Python visuals? Yeah, this is a very good question. So probably I have to answer this before I start. What is our, probably these terms are very booming nowadays, right? R, Python, wherever you see in job description, they are asking about Python or R programming. So Which is the easiest language? I will always prefer Python is a easiest way to learn, and you can learn very quickly Python. Okay, R is more about statistical packages we have here. So if you are into the research domain, right? So research domain people use more R packages. But when you into different domains, for example, any automation, machine learning domain, data science domain, it could be RPA, right? Or any product-based companies, those all use this Python, and these two are open sources. So it's good. It's use it. What do you call? It's easy to use this Python. Okay. So with the Python and R, insight by using statistical algorithms. Okay. Now let's see. For example, why integrated or per yeah, here is saying statistical analysis we can build. What you can do? You can do statistical analysis. That means very simple example, predictions. What you can do? Predictions. Very first example, basic example. Getting? So we don't go into details here, but for you, let me show you something else in Excel also. You see my Excel. If you go to data tab, here you have a data analysis. You see this? If you over mouse tools for financial and scientific data analysis, what is saying? So how you can get if you're not having this data analysis tab in your Excel, it's an extra add-in. You need to add this. How you can add? Go to file, click on options, add it here. From this place, you have to get that add-in called data analysis. Getting? Now I already added. So now for me it's not required. So what we have in this, if I click on this data analysis, right here also you can perform few statistical analysis. What do you mean by statistical analysis? You see correlation. This is a variance. ANOVA is nothing but a variance. If you want to see the variance in your data set, so these are all again different story altogether. Just I'm giving some gnan, some knowledge, but it's not part of our syllabus. So what is the important of R? You need to understand in this way. What is the important doing Python? So you will understand in this way. That's why I have taken couple of steps back to help you in better way. So what is covariance? Correlation to see where to see relation between two different variables. We'll use correlation. How strongly both these two variables are interlinked, linked together. Okay. And if you see descriptive and statistic, it's just a, it will give only number. Don't confuse. Without looking at your faces, I can sense that you have a question mark. These are my data set, normal data. Yes, no. Let's go to data analysis. I'm performing statistical analysis on this called a descriptive statistic. Click on this input range. I'm giving this in my input range. Let's see what is going to give us. Okay, label in first row, yes. Output range, let's give the place here only. Output range, new worksheet, summary. Yeah, what it will giving to us, it will simply giving mean is nothing but average. This is giving standard deviation. What is median? What is mode? These all are statistical terms. What is the minimum value? What is the maximum value? You can get this all by default. If you see average, you get the number. Okay, what is some function? You got it? What is minimum? Min function. So here individually we are writing formula to get same result. But when you apply descriptive statistic, okay, it will give whole number, whole analysis as a package for you. Then you don't really need to apply these individual formulas on top of your data. You see, same numbers we are getting. Yes or no? Even standard deviation also you can get. Standard deviation with sample. There is a difference between sample and population. I'm just giving sample. Let's see. You see now how we are getting individually. We are writing for functions to get same numbers. Okay, this is one thing. Second thing, in statistical. So for example, if you want to find out sales for your product for next coming 2 days, okay, that is called a prediction. Then we'll use y equal to mx plus c formula. This is called a linear regression, right? Linear regression. What do you call something called logistic regression? What do you mean by logistic regression? I'm not here to make you so confused. Just keep something these words in your mind. Probably it will help you later in later stage. What do you mean by logistic regression? What is your problem statement? For example, I applied for bank loan. What I did, I applied for bank loan. For example, 10 lakhs. I need 10 lakhs and I send one application to bank. Boss, I need a loan. What they will do, they will run one algorithm where they will take my information about my salary, my expenditures, or my credit card transactions, and what do you call that score is there, right? Do you remember? They will check some code score. CBIL, because I won't take loans, so not sure. What do you call that? CBIL score? All are here. Is it bouncing now? No one is responding. Uh, CBIL score. CBIL score. Right now, exactly. CBIL score. So they will check these all parameters. They will come to a conclusion that no, we cannot. First assumption is no, we cannot give 10 lakhs to Abdul. No, reject. Okay. The second stage will be, am I not audible? Deepali, guys, am I not audible? Probably Deepali, you have to check your network. Yeah, all are saying audible. Thank you, thank you. Okay, probably they will say that no, we cannot give 10 lakhs. Probably we can give you 10 lakhs loan. Yes or no? On what basis they are saying these all things? So they will run some algorithm in backend based on my transactions. They will take this all informations. That's called logistic regression. Linear regression is always about the numbers. Okay, what could be your sales for tomorrow? So these all cannot be done in plain Power BI with your DAX functions. So it is all analysis. If you remember in my first class, I explained you what various analysis we have in our industry. How many of you remember? In first class, I started. We'll see predictive analysis or prescriptive analysis, and what we have, who can say, kind of a MIS role, right? Descriptive analysis is kind of a MIS. Let's talk about history. So in the market currently also, why people are taking a decision based on data, because we have these many analysis to perform on our data, right? So these all cannot be possible within Power BI desktop. Predictive cannot be possible. So real time, how it works, your data science guy, data scientist, guys, try to understand the concept. Data scientist will write algorithm using Python or R. Okay, it could be any algorithm. I am least bothered about those algorithm. So at the end, he has to showcase his value in number to management. Yes or no? What is my sales prediction in next quarter? I would say 10 millions. Data scientist written one algorithm that gave him, okay, your prediction score is 10 millions. So where he has to show it? He cannot show in Python environment, right? So this is a place where he will show his end result. This is the end result. Even user also least bother what he has written as in algorithm. In Python code or program, he's least bother what he has written to achieve this number, right? So, but for data scientist, this end results need. So he will connect Power BI developers and ask, bro, I have written algorithm. So could you just integrate my code with your Power BI desktop? Getting now? So what we'll do then? We will do this kind of a setup. We'll go to files, options and settings, options. We'll set up our Power BI desktop, which support Python code and R code, right? Once this is done, once this is done, so if you see here, R script. So we'll call this script R script visuals. Let me give you, I will come back here. Let's take this one. This is a placeholder for script. So here you will paste this code, something like this. This code will be given by data scientist. Here we'll place, I will show you. Okay. When you run this query, you will see these charts as simple as that. Okay. Now inside on this, Edureka guest asked me this question. Thank you so much, Edureka guest, for asking this question. Any questions around this? These are installation steps they have given. So you can go through these steps also. Guys, any questions? No one raised questions. Is it bounce everything or is it, do you all copied me? You want me to, you want me to repeat once again? What? Very silence. Am I audible? So this is last question from my side. Am I audible? Thank you. So any questions do you have around this? No question. If you don't have question, please say no question. Yes, Arul. No, Sharma, first you try to understand the concept because we are not going in detail in terms of practical. Okay, concept is wow. Yeah, perfect. So you have to clear with the concept. Okay, then you can connect the dots later on. So let me repeat once again. Have a various analysis in the market. In the market, in the sense when it comes to data, you can do descriptive analysis. That's all about kind of a MIs. It talks only about history, how you have performed so far, how you perform so far. Okay. Yes, Nilesh. What is a predictive? It talks about future. What will be your sales? Prescriptive analysis. What action you have to take? Action needs to be taken. Something kind of analysis we have. Okay. So now everything cannot be possible by using only single tool called Power BI Desktop. Right. I have taken this predictive analysis in order to do prediction. Data scientist will use R program and Python program. All right. He will write some algorithm in Python environment or in R environment. So once that fellow is done with his algorithm and feels that, if he feels that okay, this number is good or this algorithm is good to go to deploy in production system. Okay, for example, in his algorithm, he got some number. Okay, next week or next month, this could be a sales for my product. Okay, so where he has to show this number, he cannot show in Python environment, right? It's not a visual tool. R also not a visual tool. Yes or no? So in order to visualize this number, he will take Power BI developer support or Tableau developer support, because we are the one who is going to present data in a graph form to our end users. So where will where will place his script, will see in next few minutes. Getting? So my end user will see this Power BI desktop. Within this desktop, he will see the predictive analysis also. That means what will be my next month sales. Getting now? This is the use of having R and Python in place. Yes or no? So in order to set up that environment in our Power BI, so what we have to do, we have to install Python and R. And to verify whether you install properly these two technologies, so go to File and Option and Settings, click on these options. Once this is done, just this is for verification only. By default, Power BI Desktop automatically pick the home directory of R script. You see this one, it will pick the home directory automatically, it will be detected. In the same way, if you install Python also, it will automatically detect Python home directory. That means whatever you write here, whatever we write here, those home directory or that Python and R will help us to execute our script. Great, Arul. Good. Is that making sense, Arul? Probably you have a better picture now what I'm trying to explain here. Ah, Arul says he is recently done machine learning. Link above not helping me. Purti Sharma, I will come back to your queries. Just hold on. So this is done, right? So what I said here, I mentioned these things. Movie data set you can get from LMS and you can get it from G Drive, Google Drive. And I place this tip data set also for you to practice. And there is another document called master chart in Python. This is done by me very long back. Okay, so probably very long back, 3 to 4 years before I done this, and I never turned up to see these all things. So probably now also I think pretty much same, nothing to worry. So if you found any mistakes, just forgive me. That's it. Okay, so here, now we'll go to Power BI desktop. What I said, we need to have a data also, right, to perform. These all are basics things we are explaining or exploring here. Click on Get Data, go to More option. Here you will see R script or Python script. How you are trying to get the data in your Power BI desktop. Okay, through script also you can get the data. You see now, I am selecting Python script. You can select R also. So steps are given in our curriculum. So how you can perform these two. Clear is given. So nothing to worry. You just go through those slides. I'm just showing Python script. You see here Python script. If you see here, this area it's important. The script will run with the following Python instruction. So I already, as I said, I already installed Python, and this Python is sitting in this location. So if you don't see this, that means you cannot perform this script. If you don't see this, you cannot execute this code. That's why before you execute this code, you need to install your Python in your local system. Is it clear, all of you? Okay, perfect. Now, even I think this one also I placed in my LMS and Google Drive. If not, just let me know. So go to home, get data, others Python script done. In script, enter below code. See, this is the script I'm going to place. That means what it does, it will pick this Excel workbook. This tip workbook I placed in this location. Let me cross once again. No, it's not there. You see, it's in batch 2. Let's say batch 2. Getting, this is import panda. These are all libraries. So I'm calling through this pandas this Excel workbook .csv. This is a code to import the data. Simply say OK. You remember we have downloaded data. Oh, you see we encountered an error while trying to connect. Got it. I have to give another slash. Don't blindly say OK or all. You have to always make a practice to read the errors. Click OK. Again, it's thrown error. Directory file not found. No such file or directory. Okay. We have this one. What is the mistake here? Let me open this. I installed mini tab, but creating a lot of issues. Let's say batch 1. Okay, tips. Yeah, it's a tips. Correct. Good catch. It's a tips. File name is incorrectly written here. It's a tips. Say okay. You remember we have taken data through SQL. We have taken data from Excel, right? So now we are importing data through a Python script. Come on. No. Simply take this my data, load this. Job is done. Guys, you all are following. We have, you remember how we have taken data? Initially, we have taken data from SQL through SQL, and we have taken directly data Excel now, and we have taken data from Azure also. Now this is the another way of taking data from your script. Any confusion here? No, right? Don't confuse. Yeah, if you know the concept, that is sufficient, but don't confuse. People are leaving. I don't know why. This is also import. Yeah. Now you see my data is in now. Now very basic, simple way I'm saying. What you have to do? Let's click on this Python icon. There are two visuals. One is R script visuals and another one is Python visuals. Click on this. You just enable this. You need to enable script visuals to begin creating Python script. Yes, I am enabling this. This is done. Now this is called a placeholder for your visuals. Okay. Python script editor. This is a place where you will write script. This is a place where you will write script. And this is a place where you will see visuals. Yes or no? And this is the place you see this one. Now this is a data. Here we have it. This is a data coming directly from dataset. So whatever you need to visualize, so pick those all columns here. Whatever you need to visualize, pick those all columns in here. The moment when you place these columns here by default it will generate a code. You don't really need to write the code also. You see now, escape. What I'm doing, I'm just simply clicking on this checkbox. You see now in these values, it's getting adding here also one code got generated already, and these my columns storing in one variable called dataset. You see here, now it's done. Now you see in my script editor, entire dataset got added into a variable called dataset. Paste or type your script code here. Okay. So now what I do, I will simply copy this code and I will execute this one. Then bring all fields onto values. Run below query in Python script editor. So who will give this? Don't worry. If you are good, then you can write by your own. Otherwise, your data scientist guy will give you. Just do a copy. These all are called packages. Okay. Now, in order to execute this code, you see here there is a play button, top right corner in this Python script editor. See this one, this play button. You have to click on this play button, and you see here now visual is getting generated. Oh my God, there is again one error. Now, what is this error? Let's read. Import cburn as SNS. We already imported this one.
why it's give intent is strong. Okay, okay, let's see. Now see, now we got one chart. What was mistake? I have just increased intent one space here, due to which it was thrown error. Now this is my visual. This visual is not available in our normal visuals. You see, simple. Yes or no? If you see this one, this code, you take anything, you just do a copy and paste and just give a try. In order to get this script editor, once again you have to click on this, right? Instead of this, I'm saying this data equal to data set. Okay, do we have date? Okay, we have a date, total bill also we have. So ensure that these columns, these variables should be part of your data set only. Now I'm saying kind equal to box, then let's execute this to see visuals. You see now, now just give a try like this. You all just download this tip file. It's a tips, right? Tips. And just follow these instructions and let me know if you have any queries. I think this also I placed in our Google Drive. Let me check quickly if it is there or not. Movie data here, tips file is here, and what is notepad? Did I place Python chart notepad? Python chart, Python, no, it's not there. So I have to place this. No, yes, I'm uploading this notepad also, text file, just download from there. Yeah, I just now I placed this this text file. Please download this. Probably if you find minor changes, just fix this. You see here, instead of two slashes, I gave just only one slash. Instead of tips, I mentioned only tip. So for that we have seen errors. So in your case, make sure to have proper naming convention. So Nilesh, you have to install pandas, import pandas You see something like this, you have to say, you see this one, import pandas as PD. You have to import pandas. Perfect. Just wanted to know how many of you really doing this. Can raise your hands just to see. That's it. One, two, three, four, five. Sure, sure. Sure, Darshan. One, two, three, four, five. Only five people are doing this. Okay, Sharma. Only five, six people are doing this. So Sneha, you have to install import pandas as PD. Where will you install? Probably you can go to Anaconda or Notebook. There you can install those pandas. But guys, Sudarshan, Sneha, and who else? Guys, this matplotlib, pandas, numpy, right? It will be by default added in your system. Okay, Olu. So you want to give a try in your other system? No worries. So by default, you will get this all installed in your laptop. So you see here slash, this dual slash you have to use. Okay, that's okay. To install, let me see. I made a note also. You see, pip install matplotlib. This is a library you have to install if you don't see this one. Same way, pip install pandas. Okay, you can install this in CMD also. Go to command prompt and simply type this, or else you go to Anaconda Studio, and there also you can install. Once this is installed, you have to import them in your Power BI environment. Anyway, we are importing them here, but make sure these libraries installed in your laptop. When you are downloading Python, by default it will be installed already. Nilesh, why didn't you try with two slash? You see my notebook, my notepad, I have given two slashes. That works for me. Nilesh, yeah. Can you unmute me? Sneha asking, can you just run through after installing Python? After installing Python, Sudarshan, you have to give a try whether you install properly or not. You have to verify. Go to File, Option and Settings. Click on R scripting or Python scripting. You will see home directory there. If you don't see home directory there, then that means you're not installed properly Python. Okay, I am making Sneha. Okay, where is Sneha? Sneha, you're unmute now. Yeah, Sneha, unmute yourself
Yeah,
and you
good.
can. Yeah,
Yeah. So I have installed Python on my machine. And if I go to the CMD and if I say import PIP install pandas, it says PIP is not recognized.
Okay, PIP is not recognized.
Right.
Okay, do you see this setup first? Before you go there, click on File, Option and Setting, Options. Do you see this home directory?
Yes, I can. In both hard scripting and
Sudarshan,
tracking.
Sudarshan, I placed in our Google Drive. Okay, you Sneha, sorry. Do you see this one in your case also? Same thing?
Yes, yes.
Okay, you install R Studio now.
I have
Go
installed
to R
both Python.
Studio,
Both are installed.
R Studio. Okay, have you installed
Yes.
Anaconda? Anaconda you
No,
installed?
I installed Python from the link which you had given.
Okay, so by default it will be there in your system. Even if it is asking you, right, what you have to do.
Hmm, hmm.
Let me open notebook, Jupyter notebook.
Sorry to interrupt, Abdul, but this is something new to me. I need to install this also.
That's okay. Yeah, if you install Anaconda, right, by default you will see everything. By
Okay.
the way, even if you install this Python, right, you will see all. You just type
So,
Anaconda and you just install it. Guys, this is only one time activity what we are performing here. You see, this is called Jupyter Notebook. Guys, if you see my screen, this is called a Jupyter Notebook. Here, from here also you can do Jupyter 3. Say pip install pandas. Just run this command. You'll see now pip install pandas.
okay, so I need to install this Jupyter notebook first. Is it?
No, yeah. Even if you see screen, then you will get some clarity. I
Okay,
already
let me
installed
try
this
installing this.
pandas. Yeah.
Okay, let me try installing. Yeah.
Edureka guessed. So what I was trying to say, if you install this Python, right, by default, you will see these are our basic things, pandas, numpy, okay, cburn, matplotlib. These all are by default you will get. Getting? So even you can give a try in CMD also. From here also, let me give a try. Sneha, if you see this my screen, it will also work. You see, Sneha,
Yeah, I tried this, Abdul. It says PIP is not
you are
recognized.
using, you should consider upgrading via Zup. Okay. Because see, this will work in your case because it's already there. That's why it's asked me to upgrade pip pandas. But if you're not
Okay.
installed pandas already, it will by
Hmm.
default download it. You just give a try this. It's a easy way. Go to CMD,
Okay.
type
Let me
pip
try.
install pandas. That's it.
Let me try.
Hi, Edureka guest. Why we need to have R Studio? Guys, remember, don't confuse yourself. Why we need to have R Studio? Why we need to have Jupyter Note? Why we are to downloading these all things? Because these all are libraries. Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib. Okay, these all are called as a libraries. So by default, when you download Anaconda, right, you will get everything in as a package. Sometimes if it is not getting downloaded in your system, so you have to add those packages through this studios. R studio you have, Jupyter notebook you have, okay, Anaconda you have, some other IDE we have. So through this you have to install those packages. That's it. Okay. Arul says if she is proxy in an environment, then this is the issue. This, if she has to set in path, then she needs to do a lot of configuration in her system in path, right? Yeah, and no, people again struggling a lot to install these things. Kiran, you need to add the path of your pip installation to your path system variable. Again, Kiran and Arul are going in the same direction, but again, it's a very big task to add into path variable. Okay, but it's not that complex to have this setup. When we need to install this path variable in our system, we're using when you don't have admin access to your laptop. In such case, you have to manually set path variable. Do you have R example also to try? Yeah, R also same. R also same thing you have to do. Here you see R Studio. This one download R. Guys, if you are still facing challenges, click on this R Studio and download this. Yes, Sharma, these are all the same. I know we are going to have same situation. That's the reason what I did. I just made note of all the steps. So this is one step to see the visual. Again, Python chart, right? This is for movie set. You have to get the movie set in your Power BI. Then you execute this one. You will see another chart. And same movie set, you have this field. You can give a try with some other comments. Other Sudarshan Sneha, if you see my screen, right? ggplot is not readily available. Then what you have to do, you have to install ggplot in RStudio. If you install this library through RStudio, then you can run these library visuals. Guys, getting? Can I tell you all one thing? Just park this now. Park this now. We'll see some other topic. Okay. You can give a try after this session. No hurries. If you're not familiar with this also, that's okay. You can park this for some time. We'll see some other options in Power BI. Is that okay for you all? Yes, no? Guys, we'll park this. What we'll do, we'll take 5 minutes break and we'll come back because we need some fresh mind to see some other topics. Let's all don't sit in front of system. Just just leave system as it is. Take a break. Come here. You just relax for 5 minutes. Don't sit in front of system. You can do later also. We'll meet after 5 minutes. Yeah, Deepali, I will solve today only. Why till tomorrow? Okay. Okay, guys. Let's park this technical stuff aside. Then we'll see some other things today. Let's open our Power BI. Where is my Power BI? Yeah, let's take this one. Now we are going to see one topic called parameters. Called what? Parameters. Okay. So before I start these parameters, let me show you something else. Okay. So I'm making one small visual. This is my visual. In this visual, I am adding some dimensions called category and as well as measures called sales. Sales. Now you have to answer my questions. Now I want to apply some filter on top of this visual. What I have to do? I want to give end user one option to filter this data based on some cities or region, anything else. For example, country. Thank God. Yes. Any other answers? I got two answers, and these two answers are 100% correct. I repeat once again. On top of this visual, I want to bring one visual where user can apply filter on this visual. Correct. Slicer is a correct answer. So let's add slicer. What I said in this, let's take country as a filter. So if I make any changes, this will be for end user, right? If I make any changes, this here, this visual getting affected. Yes or no? This visual is showing only for this country. Yes or no? For example, if I click on Australia, now this visual is data which is belong to Australia. Yes or no? Here, fair enough. Now, if I go to data view, what I can see there, or basic question, don't make it complex. What I can see there, Purti Sharma, same order table, order, orders table. Okay. Edureka guess says, if I go to data view, see again, guys are not exploring much on this. That means, but I got one answer. Sharma answered very correctly. So if I go to data view, I will get to see data where it is. Huh. I will see full data if I go to data view. You see here. Now, let me clear the confusion. If I make a filter with the help of slicer on my visual, so this slicer works only at report level, at only report level. This filtering is not going into data view, or this filter will not go to transform data also. That means if I go to data view, I will see full data. Yes or no? Now, if I go to transform also, here also I will see full data. This slicer works only at report level. That means whatever I made changes in my slicer as a filter,
this will be applicable only at to this visual. Clear? Okay, let's erase all. Now I filter on ask. If I go to transform data, here we have all the data, right? Yes or no? So can I see all the data or only Australia relevant data I can see? I see all the data. Perfect answer. Now, now we'll see the parameters. You will explore RLS. Now guys, you can explore three things in one shot. You can explore RLS and you can explore parameters and you can explore slicer, how it will work. Now let's go to transform. Here it is. Here. Let me delete this all. You see here, I see all the data. Yes or no? That means this slicer is applicable only at report level. Those filter will not be seen at data view, or it could not be seen in transform data also. Now let's see the parameters. What it does the same thing. Parameter also does the same thing. But in order to see parameter functionality, what we need to have basic requirement, we need to have at least one single table in Power BI desktop. Anyway, you will be having one single table, right? Yes or no? So when we have a parameters, you will not see that filter as a parameter. Getting, we'll do one thing. Let's not make so complex, at least now. Now what we'll do, we'll go to transform data. It's already there. Here you see. Now here, if you go to home, here we have a manage parameters. We have to click on this new parameter. We are defining one parameter based on this parameters. We are defining a parameter to filter my data. You can apply this parameter on any dimension. It could be a country, you can apply this parameter, or you can do a filter on state, or you can do a filter on market, or you can do a filter on region. So what is the difference of this parameter and what is the difference of slicer? In slicer, when you apply filter, you will see whole data in data view. At the same time, you will see whole data in your transform data also. But when you apply filter through parameter, when you apply a filter through parameter, you will see only filter data. For example, if I apply filter on United States on this, I will see data only for this United States, and I don't see data for other countries. Getting? Is it clear so far? Any questions? Yes, in order to configure this, you have to go to query editor mode. Here, let's apply one filter on country. It's a parameter. Parameter in the sense you can
pass parameters. You can, it's not a constant. Now say country as a parameter. Yeah, you can name anything, country as a parameter. Now a small description about this. What is your parameter? I'm going to apply this parameter on country, right? So this country is in which data type? My country is in text data type, right? So I have to choose text here. So if you are applying the parameter on some other dimension, for example, date, okay, true or binary. If your data is in binary format, you have to select binary. If your data is in date and time, you have to select these things. But now my country is in text format and data type is a text. So I'm selecting type is text. Suggested value, I'm simply saying list of values. Okay, here now I'm manually entering some countries called India. Okay, let's say Canada. Let's say here third option is Australia. You will see this, then you will understand, then you can give a try. Default value I'm giving India. Here India. Say I'm clicking on OK button. Now I define the moment when you click on OK, right? You will see one another extra query got added in our query editor mode. You see this one, country as a parameter. We just define this parameter. We are not fully configured with our tables. Yes or no? We just prepared. So we have just configured our parameters. Now, if you click on manage parameter here, then it will allow you to edit your parameters. Just I'm saying cancel. As of now, I don't want to do anything. Now, I want to integrate this parameter with my order table. Yes or no? Now, how you can do this? I'm going to order table. Now, what is the column? On which column I mentioned it? Country, right? I have a country columns there in parameter. So here, go to country column. If you click on this drop down, here you see text filters. Country column, text filters. Click on equal. Here, keep rows where country equal to. Here you can pass static value also. But I'm not interested to pass a static value, but I'm more interested to pass a parameter. So in order to pass a parameter, you have to click on this. Here you see parameter in ABC drop down. Click on this. So the moment when you click on parameter, right, it will pick existing parameter what you have configured just now. If you have two parameters here, it will show two parameters and it will ask you pick one out of two, right? Since we have only one parameter, it is automatically taken one parameter. Now click on OK. Now what is by default country we configured? India, right? If you see now, my whole data set is filtered to India. Hold on now. Now I'm going back to my Power BI desktop. So for this, I'm not closing this window because I will come back to this. So I'm clicking on apply. Let's see. It's done right now. Let's go to Power BI desktop here. If you see now, everything is filtered to India only. These numbers are also showing only for country called India. Now, if I go to data view, can I see whole data or only India data? Yeah, Mark, I will do it once again. Yes, if we publish this data also, right, in Power BI services, we'll see this is all functionality there. Perfect. We'll see and see. You see now here, even you click on this drop down, right? You don't see anything. You see, no data is exist for other countries. Okay, let's now, what we have done, we configured three values. We passed India, Australia, and Canada, I guess, right? So where I can see those parameters in my Power BI desktop. If you click on transform data, here we have an option called edit parameters. If you click on this, if you say here Canada and say OK, then you will see data only for Canada. You have to click on apply changes. Now tell me what is the difference of row level security and parameters and slicer. In row level security also, you will see complete data. My Power BI desktop always carry whole data. Based on my user, my data will be filtered. But here not like that. You don't see other data if you set the parameter on specific dimension. Getting, you see now, Canada is here. Now this whole data about Canada. Now if I go to data view, I don't see data for other countries. Let's go back. Can I add more parameters? Yes, you can add more parameters. That's up to you. Click on Australia, click on OK. When you are talking about roles, that will be considered as a row level security, right? Yes, Aurav. Slicer will have all data. How will end user will see? Educator guest asks good question. So end user can see the parameters and choose it accordingly. Now Edureka guest, this is a home exercise for you all. Choose between RLS, row level security, and parameters. Now you just upload this file into services. I will repeat once again these whole steps so you can follow me. Now let me go to this transform data where it is. I'm deleting this. Once this is done, I will show you something else, advanced topic on this parameter. But just give it. I have to clear this parameter from country column. Yes, here, clear the filter. Yes, now I can delete this one. Now guys, you now understood the concept and what is the intention of doing this all. First, you must clear the concept. Perfect. Edrica guest, filter, when you apply filters, right, that is at report level. You didn't see difference when initially I shown that. You see now. Okay, this is my data set. How I can add it? Manage parameters. Click on new parameter. I would like to have a filter on country. Country. Short description if you want to give, you can give. Type any. That means what kind of data type you have in this column. Where is my country column? In my country column, right? My name, my country names configured as a text data type, right? I'm selecting text. That means my country column has a text data type. Suggested value, I'm giving some list of values. This is all hard coding now I'm doing. I'm saying India, I'm giving Australia, and at last Canada. That means these three items going to display in our parameters, right? Now what is default value out of these three? I will say India is my default value. You can current value also, you can mention current value as India. Now this is, I set parameters here. I'm configuring my parameters here. Could you all just give a try till here? To get this box, you have to go to Power Query Editor mode. Click on Home. Click on Manage Parameters here. Click on New Parameter. You will see these options. You will get to know more clarity when you compare two different things. Getting all of you. We have seen import direct query, we have seen refresh, we have configured gateways without gateways. Those all are, if you want to see changes, you have to do all those things and you have to compare side by side. Now I'm saying okay here. All of you clear? Clear? Saurav is done. 23 people. Please let me know once it is done. And I see attendance is low, going down now. That's okay. But guys, we have class tomorrow and we'll have class on Monday also. Please do attend these two classes. And okay, let me click on this. Okay, say okay. So we have configured our parameter now. One job is done. One job is done, right? Now what we have to do? We have to integrate this parameter configuration to order table. In order table, we have a column called country, right? Click on this. Let me look at the question. Yeah. You see text filter here, we have a equal. Click on this equal. You see my screen now in ABC. I'm just holding my screen here. Let me know once this is done. You have to add parameter also. Click on this parameter. By default, we have only parameter, right? We got same. Simply click on OK. Now by default value we are right. So now the moment we say OK, it's filtered to India. See, go back to your visuals. click on apply changes. I think we have to say apply in our transform data only. You have to apply changes, or else you can come here and it will ask you to apply changes. Then you can click on this. You see now. Now where I can see those parameters here, click and transform data. Here you have a edit parameters. Click on this. From here, you can pick your country. If you say Australia, say OK. Now you will see data only for Australia. What is key difference here between slicer and parameter? When you have a slicer, you will see all set of data in your view. But in this case, you don't see data for other countries. Getting that is a key difference. You remember in transform, we says equal, right? There you have to say contain. Getting in transform data, how we have written parameter. Getting no, yes. Okay. All of you clear this? Where is here? Go to home here in transform data, right? Let's give us home. In transform data, if you click on this drop down, right, you will see this edit parameter here. Sharma Edureka guest. Is it clear? Now, question is, I manually entered 3 values. Okay, but I want to pass all set of countries, and that should be a dynamic. Question is something like this in interview. I want to pass where it is. Here. I want to pass this country column as a dynamic. Tomorrow, if any new country name comes in my data set, my parameter should automatically take that country also. Yes or no? It shouldn't be a static value. For that, what we have to do? I'm just closing. I'm just deleting this one. Okay, this is my order table. Pay attention. Right click on country. Click on add as new query. That's it. I'm not going to repeat this. So I'm giving you enough time to do. Click on add as new query. You have to do this in query editor, not in data view. Saurav, you see this one? I deleted those parameters, what I configured just now. Now I clicked on orders table. I'm in Power Query Editor. Click on order table. Go to column called country, right click on it, click on add as new query. That's it. Done, all of you. The moment when I clicked on as click on add as new query, right? One table generated here. This is a table with single column. Okay, one query, one table generated. You don't have Olu, you don't have that option. I think you clicked on in data view. You you go to Power Query Editor mode. Go to Power Query Editor mode. Now this is a table with single column, multiple rows. If you see my column, Australia, New Zealand, US, and these names are repeating. I don't want to have a repeated names, right? I want to remove duplicate also. Yes or no? How can I remove duplicates? Click on right click on this column. Simply say remove duplicates. You see now, click on remove duplicates. Guys, I request you all please give your feedback because we have only 2 days left and I'm so far from target. So I request you all be part of that survey. Don't simply ignore it. So I see only 20 members are active now. So I expect 20 feedbacks today. Okay. Right click on this and say remove duplicates. So I got a list now with unique country names, right? It's a query basically. It's a query. Now you see now, these all are unique names now. Yes or no? Perfect. Now let's go to order table. Go to country. Here, same place. Click on text filter. Sneha, for your question, what I said, you have to click on contents. We clicked on equal, right? In your case, you have to click on contents. Or if you say equal or this one, okay, equal. Now here, you see, now let me take a one step back here. This is my table, right? Now what I have to do, I have to configure parameter. Click on new parameters. Now what we have only table now. Yes or no, we have to set parameters. Okay, now this one. Now country is already there. Parameter as a country. Type text. Here, earlier what we have taken list of values and we hard coded. Here I'm saying query. So what is the query here? Country is my query. You see this one? That's it. So Olu, is it clear now? Give it a try. All of you, sync with this steps. You can give current value if you want. I just stopped here because I wanted you all follow these steps. Current value, if you want to give any value, you can give it here. Is it clear? Now what I have to do, I have to click on OK. Now parameter is set, and this parameter what we created just now is a dynamic. Tomorrow some data comes in this order table, so I don't need to go and add manually extra countries. Automatically it will pick from my order table. Okay. Sharma, again you confused. Okay, let me unmute you all. Just give me a second. I think Saurav has to answer this. Purti, yes, Sharma. See, everything will add it automatically only. But what is the key difference? Let me unmute. Where are you all? Unmute. Who can tell me key difference between slicer and parameters? Please
Yeah, hi
answer
Abdul.
this question.
Saurabh here.
Yes.
Yeah, Abdul, in Slicer, we have a lot of data. Like we have 10 datas, sorry, 10 words, 10 countries. We have to filter. Okay. In Slicer, 10 countries will be displayed. But in case of parameter, according to our customization, we can, out of 10 countries, we can display 4 or 5 countries in order to go for any filter conditions.
Correct. And what is another difference? Key difference. Any other guys?
The
Saurabh? Yeah. Please go ahead.
in the slicer, actually in the other one, the parameter, I think the filter is applied implicitly itself.
Implicitly at which level?
At
At
column
report level. At report level.
report
Report
level.
view. Yeah. If you apply filter in slicer, you don't see that filter in data view.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
no,
okay.
yeah.
guys.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct,
yes,
correct.
yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, correct.
Ah,
Yeah.
even if you go to transform data also, right? This editor mode, you don't see that filter applied in editor mode also. But when you do filter based on these parameters, right? Now what we have done here, we created one parameter. Let's give a try with order. I think have we done this? No, right? Yeah. Go to order tables where we have a order customer country. Yeah. Let me click on this text filter. Sneha, you see here in text filter, click on equal. Here, equal, click on parameter, you will get this. Again, if you want to add two parameters, I mean, another parameter, let's assume that you have some other parameter. Here also you can say same parameter you can say here. That's it. Let's say take one parameter as of now. Okay, parameter as country. Click on OK. Now what you will see the difference in transform in this query editor mode also, you will see data only for India. You don't see data for other countries. But when you have a slicer as a filter, you will see data for all the countries. I'm just minimizing, I'm just applying these changes. So you have to apply this change. Otherwise, you don't see this in your report view.
Business case, Sudarshan. Uh, Business requirement is, when you want to carry lesser amount of data for this, right? You will go with this options because it will carry very less amount of data. Now, close this. Go to no. This is also tried, I guess. Now you see. Now I'm in desktop. My screen is frozen. Now you see now here in data view also. First, let me take you to report view here. How you can see that parameters, click on this transform data and click on this edit parameter. The moment when you click on edit parameter, right, you will see now all the countries, whatever we have in the data. And these all are unique because we have taken unique values. You see, now if I take any one country, no, Sri Lanka. Let's South Africa. Click on OK. Apply changes. Now if I go to data view, right, I will see data only for
South
South
Africa.
Africa. But if you apply slicer, right, you don't see that functionality. In slicer, you will see all the data that will impact on your performance also. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. If you see this filter also, right, even you add any dimension in this filter pane, you will see the full data in data view. You see now 461 rows. That's it. If I click on this drop down, I don't see any data here. Yes or no? Just give a try this, try to understand. I will be here for next 5 minutes. If you have any queries, please do let me know. And please give feedback. We have only 2 days left. Guys, I'm open for your queries. If you don't have any queries, please, you can carry on. If you have any doubts, please do let me know. Nilesh on Monday, sure. Let me copy this. Nilesh, when you will able to, yeah, this one.
Yeah, Abdul, I had a small query. Like, if I
Yeah,
apply,
we have a class on Monday also. Yeah, may I know is this Sudarshan?
yeah,
Okay, let me show you uh, into app services. If you publish your report, right, there is a option called export. Okay. Any other queries, guys?
Abdul, Saurav here.
Yes, Saurav.
Yeah, Abdul, I had a small query. Like, when we apply parameters, then the only value is applicable. What are the filter value is applicable in our report? Sorry, data view, right? So suppose we applied for India, and in terms of Power Query editor, we are unable to see data, right? Means only a drop down we can see. That is
Yeah,
what.
in drop down also you don't see any data. Basically, getting
Yes.
it will actually it will take only relevant data from your data set through a query. It's not, it's actually run queries. Let me show you here. This for your understanding. All right, here we have a this, right? You see this one?
Yes.
This is called query. Wait, use order table. Let me go to advanced query, advanced editor. You see this called M code language, M code queries. So Power Query Editor gets the data through this M code language from your data set. You see this is a data set. From this, it will pick the data based on your inputs. Getting?
Yes.
It will extract the data from your database. That's it. So that's why you don't see other information in your data view and in your query editor mode. It backend, this will run the code.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you,
Okay,
Abdul.
Sudarshan, somebody asked me how we can, yeah, you're welcome. Somebody asked me how we can export in PPT. Nilesh, yes, same code, same link. What is the credential links? Where it is? Okay, Nilesh, thank you. Welcome. Bye. Take care. Yes, Neha, just give me a second. Just to know how to group elements in a column. What is business need for you? What you are trying to do? Probably what exactly you're looking for. Okay, tree map. We'll cover on Monday. No worries. Small things are pending. We can close it. If you see, if you want to extract this into P, there is a option called export. You see this one? You have to click on PowerPoint. Then you will see in PPT. That's it. Yeah, you're all are unmuted by default.
Abdul, I just want to know,
Unmute
like
yourself and you can.
after exporting to PPT, right? So we have certain functions
Okay.
which acts real time. When we use slices, and when we click on the datas, it changes on real time, right? So that does happen in PPT also when we export.
Yeah, only export. Even if you export, you don't see those functionality.
Okay, so when we export in PPT, it's going to be static, is it?
It's purely static.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So how do we take this functionality of when we use different slices and when we change it in real time inside Power BI? So how do we export that and show it to our stakeholders? How do we do that?
So intention of having Power BI is to have in Power BI services only. Okay, it's not like you have to export into PPT or PDF and share to your stakeholders. It's not like that. The whole purpose of having Power BI as a package, right? So it should be as a treated as a dashboard only. You will get more functionality to play with your dashboard. It's more interactive dashboard. Yes or no?
So you mean to say I can
So you will.
directly present inside my dashboard, correct?
Could you repeat once again?
So you mean to say I can just present it to my stakeholders directly, showing them the dashboard so that they're able to understand better, correct?
They will understand. Yeah, they will play with your
Okay.
dashboards. They will interact with that.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. If there is no interaction, again, simply you can build in Excel workbook and you can share
Yes.
it to
Yes.
your
Yes. You're
stakeholders.
right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Abdul, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. So before going to that Python issue, I had basically two queries. Firstly, in the Power BI services, I can see this workspace over here, but I think everyone is publishing the reports over here. So can we create a subset workspace inside this for
Within this workspace, you cannot create. You can create new workspace.
okay over here, this
Create
one?
workspace. You see there?
Okay,
Click on it.
okay,
Okay. If you don't have this option, that means you don't have a rights to create workspace in real time.
yeah.
So
So I'm
this has
creating
to be
this in
allowed by
the
your.
yeah,
Hmm, go ahead.
yeah. So I'm creating this one in the standard one which you have provided. I mean,
No.
at this location, the Power BI services. That's what I'm doing.
That's okay. That's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll create this later. No issues. That was the first thing. Secondly, the text file which we were saying yesterday, na, about the direct query and import query, I could not find it in the course content.
Okay.
So,
Probably I didn't place it, I guess. Place it. Yeah. I will place today.
sure. So it would be in which module?
Oh, I
Six,
have to
seven,
get it
eight.
today. Which model we are
Over
in?
here?
Today we are in eighth module, I guess. Eighth or ninth module, I
Yeah.
guess. We combine those eighth and ninth. Probably you can see it in a seventh
Oh,
module, or
right.
else what I will do, I will place it in a Google Drive.
Okay, that should help. Yeah. Okay, and then coming back to the Python issue. Okay, so this is how it looks now after installing Anaconda.
Anaconda 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Say okay.
Okay, and then I'll say get data more. Okay, just give me a minute. So other Python. So this is the script. Anything wrong over here?
Where did you place your this .cc file? Could you just, is it the same
Yeah, so
location?
same. Yeah, same
Sneha.payholder.
location. Yeah.
Okay, click on OK.
Okay.
Hold on.
I too had same error, Abdul.
Scroll down. You have to see, you have to install MKL services packages.
Okay.
Okay, you scroll down. Okay, the motion. Cancel this.
Okay. You want me to
Go
search
to
something
file.
on Google over here?
You have,
Over, okay.
yeah. Go to file.
This one?
Go to option settings. Click on option. Hold on here. Okay, let me take your control. Where is
Sure.
So it's already there, right?
Yeah, I've already pasted it. Abdul, do I need to restart the machine after installing the Anaconda?
Maximum it's not required,
Okay.
but we'll see. Just open this way. Install this.
Abdul, as you solve this, I have
You
a
have
small
to,
query.
you have to navigate this. Go to program data Anaconda lib site packages. Yes, may I know is that?
Okay.
Sudarshan here. So
Yes,
after
Sudarshan.
the classes end on Monday, is there a way where we can get in touch and ask certain queries?
So there is a option to interact with seniors or other learners in Edureka called group discussion. Okay.
Not with you,
So
is
if
it?
you post, sorry,
Not is it not possible to interact with you? Is it
with the
with you?
with me, will anyway will be there. So as and when needed, right? We'll come into the picture and we'll solve the queries if you have really.
Can we at least have your mail ID where we can just mail across?
So basically, that is a not part of policy. So Ederica restricted to share our personal details to be honest with
Got
you.
it. Got it. Got it.
So they will not entertain these details. Yeah.
Okay, and one more thing is, say for example, I'm into a different department in my firm, and there's a separate department for other services. So when you wanted to add value, being in client services team, and you don't have provision for Power BI resources, so is it okay to enroll into the package which you were saying, like you were suggesting about 500 rupees per month package, right? Where it has all the solutions and stuff. Is that fine?
Uh, there is a lot of ecos darshan.
Okay.
So I understand very partial statement. I understand.
Okay. Okay. Can you hear me now? Is that fine?
Yeah, it's better now, but still there is a huge echo. But that's okay. You go ahead.
Okay. What I was saying is that I belong to a different department inside my firm. So since I don't have the internal accessibility to use Power BI, and I wanted to add value to the firm. Is it fine to enroll into this packages which you were saying? Like you were suggesting a package somewhere around 500 rupees per month, right? Like is that fine?
That is a pro license you're talking about, 600 rupees.
Correct, 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 correct. Yeah,
Right. So yeah,
yeah.
if you wanted to purchase, you can directly purchase. You can connect with Microsoft. They will
Okay,
give you this license key for one user. Okay, but for others
okay.
also,
Using
right?
that,
In order to
will I be able to present using the dashboard to?
no, but end user also need to have this license key. I will tell you how you
Okay,
can do this. Just hold on. I will
okay.
give
Sorry to
you
bother you
one
at this
trick.
time.
How we have. Hey, that's okay. No worries. We
Okay.
have implemented in our company also recently. I will tell you. Sneha, what happened?
Uh, yeah, actually, I clicked on this one, not sharing. Can you just enable this again? Okay, okay. Can you
Yeah.
see
Now
this
I
one
can
now?
see your screen.
Yeah, but I'm not
Yes.
able to find that folder over here. If I browse it, I can see the folder over here, this part. I don't
Okay.
know what went wrong. But if I go over here,
There is a
uh,
program data. So do you have multiple accounts in this laptop?
no, it's just one.
Single account, right? So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't see
single
as
account.
prob. Yeah, that's the why. Yeah, that's why it's failing to execute that query.
Uh, okay, what I'll do is I'll try to add the path over here and try again.
What I will suggest you, right?
Hmm.
You uninstall Anaconda also.
Okay.
You uninstall Anaconda.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any other packages, services, just uninstall them completely. Okay.
Okay.
You just cancel this. Okay. Come here. Here you click on how to install Python. That will take you to python.organization. There you have to
Okay.
click Windows. Yeah. Click on here. Click here. Somewhere else. Or else what you can do, you just type Python dot. Yeah. You see Python website.
Yeah, so I went over here initially before installing Anaconda. I went over here and I installed. Uh,
Once you install this, right? Huh. Once this is
just give me
done,
a minute.
go to CMD
Okay, just give me a minute. I'll tell you
command
what
prompt. Yeah.
exactly. So over here, see this one. This one I had installed earlier.
Just scroll up. Scroll up. Python source code and installer available for download for other versions. Latest. Okay. Click on this. Or you
And
have
then
downloaded this. Okay.
no, I removed
Scroll
this
down.
and then I installed the Anaconda. Oh, just give me a minute.
You don't.
Yeah,
You don't need to remove this.
okay. And then over here there was something for Windows. This one.
This is also correct. But now what you have to do, you just uninstall everything.
Okay.
Okay. You uninstall Anaconda also. Don't keep Anaconda.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You come to this place and install this Windows installer.
Okay.
Once this is done, right? You go to Power BI desktop and see the home directory.
Right. This one.
Here you will
Hmm.
see automatically it will be detected. Now once
Okay.
this is done, right, you execute
Hmm.
this snippet what I have given you. Yeah, yes. If your
This
file
one.
changes, sometime, yeah,
This.
you can download, yeah, this. Make sure here you have a two slashes,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
batch one, yeah. You make changes accordingly and you just hit it. Now, if you
Okay.
you have to read the error carefully. If it
Mm-hmm.
says pandas or numpy it's not installed, then what
Hmm.
you have to do? Go to CMD. Go to CMD.
Hmm.
There you
Hmm.
simply say pip install so and so package. Pip install. Pip install. You say pandas. Yeah, click enter. Pip is not recognized as an internal or external command operational mode. Okay. So you have to install this everything once again. Then you will see.
Sure. I'll try that.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Mm.
Bye.
Hello.
Sudarshan.
Hi,
Yeah.
Abdul.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah,
You
I
Abdul.
have
also
a
asked me
question
one
that
question. Yes. Edurika guest. Yes.
yesterday the regarding the gateway, I tried so many times, but still I have the issue. But I just want to check with you: is it because of the port, the firewall? Because I just got one error message saying that if one or more tests fail, I mean firewalls often intermittently allow traffic on blocked sites. So is it because I need to check something on the port side?
By default, it's take 80 port number 80. It will take by default. Okay. So you don't have what is a error you got?
This error, no, it's not exactly the error, but when I just checked on the on-premise data gateway, I just checked the network, I just ran the test connections, but I just saying that everything's successful. But except that, it's saying that firewall may intermittently they block the site.
You are using
So
your
should
own
I?
laptop, right?
Yes, I'm using the old laptop, but should I need to check whether the remote connection to the SQL server uh, is proper?
Where is your
Something like
SQL
that.
server? That is in your local system.
Yeah, yeah, it's in the local system only.
Your SQL is your SQL server.
Yeah,
You
SQL
in your
Server.
local system, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's asking firewall often intermittently allow traffic on blocked sites. So probably in your local system, in your laptop,
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
set role in firewalls. That was the
What?
reason it's yeah, you have to check the firewalls rules.
Ah, okay. So check the firewall rules. So I just saw on
Ah,
one site, so they're doing some rule, applying some rules. So will I
yeah,
need to do
you,
that and check?
you have to why you are having a rule in your firewalls? It's a normal laptop, right?
It's
General
a
will configure
normal.
firewalls. Yeah, general will configure firewalls on our office laptops.
Hmm. Okay.
So if you have really very confidential data, then you can have these firewalls. And that too, if your laptop is assigned access by some other parties, right? In that
Hmm.
cases, you will set the firewalls. You don't allow to others to come into your laptop. That's why you will configure these firewalls.
Okay, fine. But I don't. I'm not sure whether
So
this.
I think
I've tried.
somehow, yeah, somehow somebody configured firewalls in your laptop.
Oh, is it because of the
I think
antivirus?
you have a yeah. That's why it's not allowing to access your system. Probably you might have very, very confidential information in your laptop. Probably you have to check with your friends.
Okay,
Just
so
kidding.
what is the other way? Like, just if I'm not able to do this, what is the alternate way to check the gateway? Like, just with the other, like, whatever I can do
What
to just check the
what
data,
you
whether
can
it's
do?
uh,
What you can do? I have given you Azure setup, right?
yeah, but
Azure
I will not
database.
be
You
able
connect
to
to
check
Azure.
the. Okay.
You instead of giving your local system IP address, you
Hmm.
there give the Azure setup Azure server name.
Hmm. Okay.
Then I think it will work.
But how would I load the data then and check if it's the case with Azure database?
In Azure also, right? There is a
Uh,
challenge because let me share my screen. make presenter. We can upload data in Azure also. But thing is, if you see my screen, in order to upload data in Azure, we have to use Azure Studio, where it's I install, I guess, but it's not allowing me to add new data in Azure. You see this one, Azure Data Studio.
Oh, yeah.
Through this, I can upload data in Azure database through this
Oh,
studio.
okay.
Through this, uh, but here we have a one catch. I would say I don't say it's a limitation, but somehow it's not allowing me to place data in existing table.
Oh, okay.
If you see my screen, I
Hmm.
already connect. I did experiment on this to make you understand very easily. This is a Edureka batch, what we have in Azure server.
Hmm.
So you
Yeah.
see, let me show you. Yeah. So here it's loading. Hold on, give a second.
So, but I can add new
We'll show
a
you.
new table. Is it?
No, if you add new table, you don't see what you call gateways functionality there. One table should be there
Hmm.
to see to gateway functionalities. So if you have one table, data is there, and you configured gateways. Next day, you are uploading some other data into same table, and without doing
Yeah,
any
correct.
refresh, you are going to Power BI services and checking the data. Then that can be
Yeah,
possible.
correct. Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
okay.
what I will take some help from my friend here. So probably I have to check this. You see here, I tried a lot.
Okay. So I can try using the same credential of which you have given for Azure, right?
Yes, that can be used.
Okay. Fine. Okay, I'll just try.
That is pretty much it. Yeah, yeah. Ha, Sudarshan, who is there? Who asked me this? Sudarshan, you there?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Ha.
Okay.
So what you have to do, right? You all are using Outlook, I mean Microsoft or 365
We're using Gmail,
in your company.
yeah.
Are you not using Office 365?
No, no, no. We're using
Are you
Gmail.
you are using Gmail? All of
Gmail
us, all
meaning
of you,
the office thing is integrated into Gmail.
you are not taking any Microsoft services.
No, no, no.
Okay.
If you can suggest, I'll maybe discuss that internally with the IT team.
Okay. So if screen right,
I'll
taken.
just explain what is my requirement. The only requirement from my
I
side
I,
is
I understood. I
yeah,
understood your
the
requirement.
output is coming out of S3 bucket AWS. So I am getting it as an Excel already. The only thing is I have to interpret it and get them some proper insights so that they can take some business decisions. So since I'm getting it as an Excel, I'm pretty much comfortable importing it and getting the charts done. The only thing is it has to be interactive when we use a lot of slices. So I should be able to show it to them. That's the only bottleneck now.
You want to have a you want to have a centric system where people can access your dashboard and
Exactly.
can
You got the point
a
right.
centric system you are looking for. Yeah. So ah,
If you're comfortable,
so with this
is
power
it okay to discuss now? We can discuss tomorrow or Monday also now.
that's okay. That's okay.
Okay,
No hurries.
okay, okay.
So one way is you can take Power BI Pro lessons. Okay. Power
Okay,
BI
okay.
Pro lessons. This is Power
That's
BI
600
Pro.
rupees thing,
Okay.
right?
That is 600 rupees you can purchase.
That's not a
Okay.
problem. Okay, okay.
That is not a problem. No worries.
Yeah,
Now
okay.
in you can check with your IT guy. Definitely they will be having Office 365. Office 3, definitely they will be having. Just ask
Okay.
them whether they have
I
Office
think they
365
do
or not.
have it. I think they do have it. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. But once you check with this, then what you have to do? In this Office 365, right? There is a one admin for Power BI also. There are of services. These IT people doesn't know anything about this. So you have to check with them. So there will be one admin somewhere written here. Okay, admin. In
Okay.
this admin, there are sub services placed. In this, there is a option called Power BI also. Okay.
That
So you
okay.
have to ask them to enable this Power BI administrator access to your pro license key. That is done. Okay. Now you will become a
Okay.
admin for your setup.
Setup.
Okay.
Okay.
In
Okay.
same Office 365, same Office 365, we can add guest users. Let me show you.
You mean to say
Just hold
without the
on
three
here.
pro license, right?
Without pro license,
Got
we
it.
can add guest users.
Okay.
Just give a second. I will show you that one also because I have those details. Just give me a second. Let me recollect. Where did
Sure.
I
Sure.
place?
Yeah.
Come on, come on. See, we don't get anything on time. Do you see data science somewhere here? Batch 2, we'll see. We'll go to batch 2. Into batch 1, new folder, batch 2, Power BI credentials, superstore links.
Data science is it?
No, I got it now. That just let me check. Where did I having those credentials? I have a admin credentials. I made a note for this. Come on. Not this one. I will show you where you can add users. API data science. Go to documents. Here I will show. Here you will see. Same setup you will be having in IT. IT guys also will be having the same setup. Okay.
Okay.
Just a second. Just a minute. I have to get my mobile phone. Just hold on.
No problem. No problem.
So this is Office 365 when you log in with um, proper credentials, IT credentials. Okay, let me see.
Okay.
Ha. So here, once you go here, click on this admin. You see here users, same
Yeah.
structure you will have in your company also. There
Okay.
is
Okay.
no difference at all. You see guest
Okay.
users.
Okay.
This is where you can add guest users.
So I should ask them to add me, correct?
Yes, you should ask them to add guest users here. So these people can access your report without having pro license key. You see now I added these many
I can also see Power BI
users. We
free.
are using
Thanks.
this
Yeah.
PBA user.
Okay.
These are like free license key.
But again,
Okay, you will not get free
it is
license key.
it is like 30 days, right? Like, I'm sorry if I'm right, if I'm wrong.
Yeah, pro license key is only for 30 days. Again, you have to
Okay.
purchase for next 30 days 600 rupees
Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay.
per month 600 rupees.
Okay. Okay. I
Okay,
understand, Abdul.
so you should have this domain in place. Okay, you cannot purchase license key with your Gmail account. I think you
Mm-hmm.
cannot purchase. You just cross Microsoft. Most of the time they will ask only organization
I
account.
think I do have one for my Teams account. I can use that, I guess.
Huh.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then your IT people will not aware about these functionalities. You have to tell them, boss, go to this, add something like this. Then it's good to go.
That would be the toughest
Okay.
job. I'll
How
do
am
them
I
remotely.
having
Thanks.
this setup? No, not it at first. We have to just sit with them and we have to explain them. Even my IT guy will not aware this all things.
Yeah, I do that,
Seriously, they
Abdul.
are not aware this thing. I mean, even they are, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
they're
yeah.
experienced. So I just explored this all things. So I have a
Uh-huh.
key, I have license because I am a Microsoft certified trainer. So for certified trainers, Microsoft will give this all privileges to explore.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is a domain, right? This domain not belongs to my company, neither Edureka. This is I just given my own name here, RCB training something blah blah blah.
I understand, Abdul. Okay,
Getting
I'll talk to my IT
yeah,
people then.
sure, sure.
So anything dynamic, it
Okay.
has to be done this way. For static thing, I can use the PowerPoint. I got an idea now.
For static you can, or else what? Again, if you want to have a server in place, right? Again, your
Mm-hmm.
IT people has to create one layer for user credentials and all. You see, we
Mm-hmm.
have created one on-prem services, on-prem server we have created. You remember? For that, you need to have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
one server. Test
yeah,
server
sure.
also fine.
Mm-hmm.
You can make use of this. So if you're not if you bother about security and all, right? You can just ask your people to access this server where you can place those reports and all. You can give a try this with test server and all. That's also possible in initial
Okay, Abdul.
stages.
Got it. Got it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Abdul.
Okay. Yeah. Welcome.
Thanks.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot, man. Yeah.
Chalo. Take care. Bye. See you tomorrow.
Take care. Bye bye. Take care. Good night.
Yeah. Bye. Good night.